Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ghost Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Evasion.
No, you're
Wave.
not.
We're here joined by.
Hi, and I'm your host, Destiny.Wav.
It's the
And,
Destiny.Wav guys. The Destiny.Wav guys.
Holy
It's the
shit.
Destiny.
Oh my god, this is
Okay.
scuffed already.
All right, I guess we should just introduce everyone. So,
Okay.
I'm most. You can call me Echo. Next is yeah. You know
My-
what? Idiots has to go next. right?
Okay, I'll go up next. My name is Nikado Avocado. You can call me fucking Soap.
That's identity theft.
Identity theft. Fuck off.
It is.
Who's next?
My name is GrantsPants. You can call me Pant or Pants or Dr. Pants. I only refer to names including the word pants.
Eat pants.
Eat pant, yeah,
Okay,
eat pant.
But
Eat pant.
eat more pant.
Eat panties.
And last but not least.
If you insist.
All right. And last and definitely the least, we have
I feel like we skipped someone.
Nah.
We're good.
It's
All
only
right. Go ahead.
Any day now.
My name is Jay. That's spelled J-A-E.
not
J for
J-A-Y.
J for ejaculation. A for ejaculation. E for ejaculation. You can.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Fuck.
Okay.
So our first topic is Solstice of Heroes, correct? I hope.
Is it?
Yes, I think
Yes.
it is.
It's pretty relevant
Okay.
right now.
I'm gonna
Okay.
assume we've all played it, hopefully.
Okay. So how about I just bring a question to the table real quick? How do you guys like this year's Solstice of Heroes
I
compared
do
to
not.
last year's?
I'll be perfectly honest. I had no expectations considering this was advertised as just being a carbon copy of last year's, and I'm somehow even more disappointed.
Okay, no. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the
honestly,
thing.
man,
Here's the thing. Solstice of Heroes. It's an opportunity for Bungie to make money. That's all it is.
You're right.
Because notice how Tess is just chock filled with items that are mostly silver.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I
It'd
mean,
be like that.
I mean, it's
fell for
also
that.
like for the
Yeah.
armor glows. Like I think
Oh,
like even
fuck.
last year, like armor glows were like a big part of it, like the event as a
Yeah.
whole. Like everybody wanted that. So
I
I think
bought the
Bungie
armor
is like,
glows.
yo.
And guess
Man,
what? I
I-
never finished the fucking armor because it was so long. The grind was stupid.
Honestly, man.
I couldn't bring
This
myself to
grind-
finish it.
The grind is easier this year because I actually
this-
have the willpower to do different characters.
Especially with the
Oh,
3 times glitch.
unfortunately.
Especially with that. It
You
makes
know,
it much more easier.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna be real. I haven't actually gotten past blue armor, but you know.
Wait, are you on
I just-
Titan?
Yeah, I'm still on my main character.
You
my
know,
Titan
it's
stuff.
important
I mean, like
to
I
have
just
all of
Wait,
the
no.
points represented here.
bro.
Here's the thing. The Titan thing is glitched right now, so
Oh,
You won't get
actually.
the multiplier.
yeah, you won't get the multiplier on your next character.
Oh man.
This
Okay.
could win
So
in
what I'm gonna
Guardian
do
Games.
is
Just
I'm gonna
delete
go.
your Titan.
I'm gonna.
Delete
No,
your
no.
Titan.
What I'm gonna do?
Please
I'm
do.
just gonna do it on my warlock.
No,
and,
delete on your Titan.
Oh yeah, I should delete my entire Titan. Yeah.
Dude, who the fuck
Good.
plays Titan in the year of 2020 though?
Yeah,
Like, how do you have
once
fun
again-
playing with Titan?
Hunter gang, Ramon's on me, Ramon's on
I
me.
think
how
as
do-
long as you
how
don't
do I-
finish your Titan set, you'll still have the glitch. It's only when you
Ah.
finish your set that it changes.
I don't know.
Aw,
I just know
that's
Titan's
not
just
bad
got
BS,
bent
you
over
ask
this
me.
season.
Honestly,
Haven't they always though?
I think everyone hates Titan because it's theoretically the best class because you can punch things. And like
That's it.
I
He's no longer with us.
You just removed it from the group.
How do you add people back? Oh, there we go.
I'll let him back.
Damn, I can't believe we have a Titan priestess here.
Hmm.
So I'm noticing
Yeah, you
I'm
just
noticing
have a
that
ball.
Echo. Oh, he's back. Never mind.
No.
man, okay.
What
I
happened there? What
I
happened there,
have
buddy?
no idea. I have no idea. All of a sudden, I was talking to myself about how Titans.
Oh
are
my
the best
god.
Here he
like,
goes again.
like I didn't like I didn't hear anything, And I'm like, man, I definitely got kicked out, didn't I? like as soon as I started talking about how every other class is absolute dog shit.
Discord just didn't want you to converse your opinion.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing. You only have a valid opinion in this episode if you've reached purple armor. I'm sorry.
What do you guys think about the 7
Nah.
trials wins though?
Dude, honestly,
It's
man,
not a big deal. If
I thought it was
7
on one
on
card.
Yeah, if it was 7
No,
on
that's
one
what I
card,
thought. I
fine.
thought it was on
It's
one
fine.
card, so I'm not, no. Can't.
I think it's good to like get people to play trials without being too demanding. Like just play the game, bro.
Yeah.
I think PC players got cucked over with that, though, because the amount of hackers, like...
It could have been worse. They could have said get 7 wins on a single card.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, that's what
I mean,
it was.
honestly, even for the cards, can't you just reset the cards?
Yeah, but you lose your wins.
You'd lose them, yeah.
Oh,
No, I mean, if it says 7 wins on a single card, I mean, I don't
Oh.
think they said it had to be like continuous. I
No,
think
it
you
probably
just
would've
reset your
been.
cards.
I probably would have been.
Knowing Bungie, though,
Man.
yeah, probably wouldn't.
Alright, here's my
But
biggest
that's
problem
good,
with
you know?
with this year over last year is it's not even like anything to do with the grind. It's the sense of progression. Because last
Yeah.
year you'd start with the green set, you'd work up to the blue set, and then
Oh,
finally you'd work
yeah.
up to the purple set, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
See,
Now
I
you start with the blue
think...
set.
I know what the idea was behind that, because you know last year how the armor gloves were really sick, but to at least like make them look cool, you had to reach Majestic, was it? Or Magnificent?
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, but like, by making getting to purple armor like easier, it gives more like it make you
Thank
like
you.
essentially
Hey,
by reaching purple, you can get the coolest looking armor if you buy the glows, and I think that's what Bungie was like trying to do, trying to make
Sure,
it easy to
but
get to purple,
the
just so you
problem-
can use the glows.
The problem is once you get I think it's Majestic and then Magnificent. Once you get the Majestic set,
That's it, really. Like,
yeah, like,
Yeah.
you get the Magnificent set after like all your grinding. It's the exact same set. Like,
Exactly.
There's nothing different.
Oh,
So it
It's-
just feels
it's-
like the biggest like kick in the nuts.
It's primarily for the just so you can unlock the universal ornaments, which are the glows this season, which
Honestly,
I find
I
it
think,
okay, but jeez.
Sure, but it feels like if you're not going for the like the white gloves or
the-
whatever, there's no reason to even get
Exactly.
past like you
Yeah.
get your
I
blue
mean,
set done and
like-
that's it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not-
yeah.
I like how they at least have like the incentive that maybe you should go for it. Like
yeah.
I think it's just like the whole incentive part.
Like the 3 times
think
glitch, I
that
think that
just-
really helped it.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I don't know. I like the fact that you have to do the set to buy the ornament, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like it would have been better like to be earned upon completion too.
Yeah, like last year's. It's like if
Yeah,
you
like
want
last
the
year's,
armor
yeah.
set, well,
I
too
feel
bad,
like
play the
either
game.
way, half the community is going to be like, we should have just gotten it as soon as the event started, and the other half is going to be like, we should have gotten it as soon as we got Magnificent. See, it's
/Destiny the game.
this
Yeah.
is the entire
Honestly,
community.
Reddit
You can never satisfy them. There's always a problem with something.
That's the Reddit in general. Like, no one's ever gonna be like always positive on something. You check the
Last
Reddit,
week-
and like you see the patch notes, and then you look at the comments, and there's people that's like, oh my god, this is Bungie's worst fucking update ever, and then you see people that's like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. Like,
It's
Every time I go on that
I don't
subreddit, all I see is either negative posts or, just some spin like tinfoil hat theory. But that's pretty much all I see on that Reddit subreddit.
the Destiny community is toxic sometimes, I think, because they can never.
You can't say that. You
They
can't
can-
say that. You can't say that. Who's watching? Who's our future audience? Destiny community.
if you're
Okay,
valid
but at the
community,
same time, you said this was on Reddit, like some of these comments, but then this brings up the concern that like, who cares about Reddit?
Redditors have no opinion.
They don't.
Exactly.
Oh, damn.
Like,
I'm sorry,
honestly,
guys.
bro,
I can't be here anymore.
I can't
No,
hear
you-
it.
You're a Redditor.
Probably,
Redditor, honestly.
it's probably not even a hot take at this point, but if you use Reddit, you should probably like get out.
You just get out of the VC. Does anyone
So,
actually
Jay, you
unironically
can-
use it
Jay,
though?
You can go now, so get out.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, please.
Jay, I know you're on r/Elden Ring and r/Ava all the time, alright?
Jay is a big Alvin and the Chipmunks
How
fan.
did you know? I'm looking at it right now. Oh.
found out. We gotta purge this now.
That's weird.
But
That's
yeah,
weird.
I found it weird that you start off with the blue set instead of the green set. Because I mean, I was doing the event like 2 weeks ago, and then I got the blue set. I'm like, oh wait, am I supposed to get this, or is it because I did it last year's? But no, that's for everyone. So it's a bit of an easier grind, but like, what's the point in doing further grind when you just get the purple set?
Yeah, it just feels like they had it right last year. You know, there were problems, like the grind was annoying, but
Yeah.
they didn't
I
need to
feel like-
change the, you know, the armor mechanic. Like, it was fine as is, and then they changed
Yeah,
it,
exactly. See,
make it
the
more
thing is,
Eververse friendly.
the thing is, when I think back of last year, I'm still salty that I never got to purple, but I still appreciate what they did with Solstice last year because it just felt like a more fleshed out event.
Yeah.
Rather than what we got this year.
Like,
Yeah.
Just,
you
like I
And
understand.
I mean, if you
COVID.
don't work towards the purple set, then
Yeah.
you don't get it. That's just
No,
how it is.
I understand that COVID-19 may be hindering them, but this just felt like just a rushed event. I get that COVID-19 is like they have to work at home, they really can't do much, but
That's true.
I
I feel like they don't get enough credit for how much they really do manage to
the fact that they managed to
pull
cobble
off
this
with all
together
this going on.
at home, the fact that they managed to do this at home is amazing.
yeah.
But I think since Destiny 2 is an MMO,
Or,
it's not as small as it was before. You know, like Destiny 1 or like early Destiny 2.
I mean, especially since they made it free. You know,
Yeah.
opening up
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
lot more people.
So it's this kind of thing where you have to go big or, you know, just not be good.
They got to make their revenue somewhere, and that's I think
Yeah.
that's why they really focus on silver a lot more.
Ever since they split from Activision,
They
it
got
was
fucked.
good and bad.
Yeah.
It was in the sense they got more creative freedom, and we can see that with
But they didn't have any funding,
Yes.
so it was like, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they don't have any funding. But you know, I guess delaying or not delaying Solstice. I guess Solstice is a good way to like keep people like sated, I guess, until Beyond Light comes out.
Yeah.
That's true. And we've
Yeah.
also got
Till
Festival of Lost
November.
coming in this season.
Oh
and the
no! I
next.
swear, if it's Haunted Forest, I'm gonna. Who's that in the background? Who's that in the background? Okay, never mind. I know. Okay, so yeah, if it's Haunted Forest again, I will be uninstalling the game and never playing it.
I'm really glad that they did away with Revelry this year and replaced it with Guardian games, because if we had
Yeah.
another Revelry,
Oh my god.
That one
I think-
was boring.
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
Revelry.
How many
I'm all right with
times-
Haunted Forest because at least it's like somewhat interesting, you know.
How many
Oh,
times
yeah.
have they
Far
used
Off
the
is
Infinite
having a good
Forest?
time, but
Too many
Um,
times.
They've used it so
Revelry
many
is
times.
lazy to me.
Like they did the
No,
Haunted
stop
Forest
right
and then did the Revelry Infinite Forest.
I didn't play Guardian games that much, to be honest, but I
I
liked
didn't
it because
either.
it felt like an Olympic event, which is really unique and like
I've
cool.
Honestly, I actually didn't play Guardian games. Now, if you could tell me what it was like, that'd
I
be
didn't
nice.
either.
I
There's
tend
no-
from
Oh.
There's
what
no
I
like
played,
incentive to participate.
Okay, no, so
There was-
basically,
It wasn't like
honestly, the
faction
armor
wars or
wasn't
anything
even
was
that
on the
good.
line.
The armor wasn't that great either, you know.
the only incentive was hair apparel, the machine gun, and
I
that's
never
just.
even got that.
I
No,
didn't
I
either.
haven't got an
I
either.
don't have it either. No.
I don't see
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
using it. I don't see I don't see people like going nuts over not getting it. I'm pretty sure in year 4, once Beyond Light launches, I think it's gonna be like one of those exotic cipher things you can get from Rahul.
Yeah.
They're gonna put it in the loop of like
alright.
Thunderlords.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, that was
I
stupid.
didn't. I didn't like. I mean, the exotic wasn't even that good anyway.
I think
It
that's
was
Guardian Games
decent.
was the problem with
Guardian
Guardian Games is that because of the whole Titan situation where Hunters won the first day and then Titans just
dominated.
demolished the rest
Yeah.
of the thing, that made people lose incentive. If they had a whole
Mhm.
thing where it was actually like one day Hunters won, one day, oh look, the like Titans are catching up for a few days, or then Warlocks suddenly, that would have made it a bit
Then-
more incentive because it felt like you were actually making a difference.
Yeah.
I could never find the motivation to get on after the first 2 days of Guardian
Yeah.
Games because I just didn't feel like it was rewarding enough. Like at the end, what was the reward? Like a gold class item if you won.
Yeah, and
It would have
like,
been cool if like the ghost was the reward, but anybody could get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was the only reason I did it for the ghost.
Even then, it's like it's cosmetic, you know. Nobody's gonna wear the Guardian
Was
game
there
pass
ever
and
an,
be like,
was
haha,
there
look at me.
actually?
Titans are the best.
Yep. Was there no like an emblem for at least participating?
I don't
I can't remember.
No, I
It
don't
might
think
have
there
been.
was actually.
I'm gonna go
If
through my
there was, I
emblem
don't
now.
have it.
There might have been,
I
but yeah.
sure as hell don't have it.
There's much better emblems anyway. You can choose to
Yeah.
just flex your 51 and, you know, Scourge of the Past completions, or you could just wear the fact that Titans won Guardian games.
Oh my god. I'm
The
going through my
event kind of
emblems
didn't do
right now.
anything for the game, in my opinion.
I'm going through my
Honestly,
emblems right now.
Emblems
never
don't
changed.
do anything.
Okay, so you know how if you pre-order Beyond Light, you get those 2 exclusive items?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Ghost. Yeah, I cancelled my pre-order because Beyond Light's coming to Game Pass,
Yeah.
and
Oh, right.
I still have the emblem and Ghost.
Oh, no.
Stonks.
Man,
You
I
got
should
it,
just
dude.
refund it then. It might just work.
Oh my god, I'll be right back.
You know what I
Well-
feel like Bungie should do?
What?
They need to just do better with the events things. Like,
Yeah.
once COVID of course is out of the way and they have more resources, I feel like they should just do something. It doesn't have to be big, but it just has to be different.
Absolutely. Because, like, in the Guardian games and how Jay said with the Titans dominating, they could have at least made, like, you know, the losing team have a bit of a modifier so they have more incentive to play.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when
Right.
Titans were just constantly dominating, like, what was the point? They were just gonna keep
Yeah.
winning anyway.
And then there were all those
I mean,
rumors
yeah.
about like Bungie rigging the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an event. Get over yourselves.
Yeah, like I don't believe it or anything, but like it was really surprising to see Titans,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the least played class, just come out and just crush it every single day.
Like, you don't see many Titans.
I mean, I don't know.
I see.
Everyone really said that like all the events, the whole event was rigged, but at the same time,
What would be the
I
point?
don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, like what does Bungie get out of rigging the
Yeah,
event?
why do
honestly?
they care?
Like,
Like,
what
they
what
have so much
Yeah,
to lose
they-
from being
they
exposed. and
shouldn't
there's
care.
there's nothing to gain.
like what do the players
Especially
get?
since they like they like address it. And we're like, hey, this is, you know, we have all the data here, and you can see we're not rigging it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
they even they disproved a lot of stuff that people were trying to.
I feel like the event was pretty meaningless. Like,
The whole Guardian games.
yeah, because I mean,
was
at
just
at the end of it,
mediocre
what did you
at
get? You got a a little statue next to the Vala. That's not even like
Yeah. And
like when you
Essentially,
walk as a
I
Vala,
honestly-
do you look down at that
I-
statue
I
and think,
never
oh yeah,
noticed it.
Titans won? Like you don't look at the statue. You just go to Zavala to get
Yeah,
like rewards.
Like when I first logged on after like a huge while after like Guardian games occurred, I didn't notice that thing after I went to the tower like 20 times. And then for the first time, I'm like, oh, there's the statue. I was wondering where it was the entire time. Like I never noticed it next to Zavala. And I'm like, okay, but like
It's so
and on top
small.
of that, the statue, yeah, it's so small too. Like it wasn't even that big. I'm like, okay, cool, but does this really celebrate the quote unquote victory that we got from these Guardian games? Like, it's not big.
No.
It's not really flashy. There's nothing much to it at all,
It's because
actually.
Bungie don't like making big permanent changes to the tower.
Right.
Like they
I
said
mean,
they
and
were
I can
gonna
understand
create
why
Memorial.
too. Oh, you know what would have been funny? Wait, Guardian games happened before the Almighty, right? Like
Yeah,
before the
yeah,
Almighty?
before.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God, it would
I
have
see
been
where this
funny
is
if like
going.
if like the Almighty, like it crashed and it took out the statue with it. I think that would
Yes,
that would have been
that would have
really
been
funny.
great.
That would have been
way
so
better.
funny. Honestly, I kind of would have been pissed if that actually happened.
All the
But,
Titans would have been
You
pissed.
know, I wouldn't have been ass mad really. I would think it was pretty funny, and genuinely, I think it'd be a sign that Bungie, like them too, were like, okay, this event was kind of stupid, you know.
Yeah.
But then again,
Yeah.
not everybody really thinks that way. Some people may think that the event was actually good.
Well,
But,
yeah, the only
I'm-
people who
I'm
really
not- I'm not
care
one
are
of
the
those
ones
people.
who contributed, and they would of course be upset, but nobody else is really. You know,
Yeah.
I
who
mean,
cares? Let
yeah.
the Titans have their fun.
Yeah.
They
I
were made
mean,
fun of a lot. I guess they.
They earned it.
yeah. It's
I feel like this took a really like negative turn for just talking down on Bungie the whole time.
No, I think it's more of a
okay,
critique.
I mean,
I mean, they're
Yeah.
amazing.
I think it's more of a trick, like tying into like other events other than Solstice, because at the same time, it's like events are also a big part of like Destiny in
They
general.
are, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even from Destiny 1, like all the
The
faction stuff,
Dawn-In was one
like,
of my favorite.
the faction, the dawning. Oh my god, the first dawning
towers.
in the 2014 Destiny 1 tower. Oh my god.
Dude, it
Phenomenal.
was good because
Like,
every day you logged in, you could open one of the presents. It actually had incentive,
You
and they
could- you
actually
could
gave you
open
good
a
loot too.
present. and it give you and
God,
it give
it's
you. I think the one thing I really missed was that it always gave you those effect changers that change like the way your head looks.
Yes.
I miss that.
They aren't in Destiny
Like,
2, aren't they? They're only in the Last Wish
No, they
as a
are
wish.
not.
Like, you can
They're only Last Wish as a wish, yeah. But like it's little things like that that made people like appreciate like events in Destiny 1 more.
yeah.
I feel like
Well,
as
some of
good
that
as
might have been
Destiny
like the novelty of it, just because it's new. Like you said, the first dawning, like sure, it might have been great, but it was also new, and they never
Yeah, it was
True.
also
done that before.
new.
But then, like, you can
Right, and then-
pair the
but, like, at
dawning.
the same
Yeah.
no, you can go ahead.
But like you can compare the dawning to like Guardian games or Solstice. Like when you logged into the dawning, you got loot. You could open up the presents. You could give gifts to people. But you log into Destiny 2, like Solstice of Heroes or Guardian games, and what do you get? Like,
Hell, even the
Work,
hard
you
one
get
is-
chores.
like yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just chores. Like you do it. You do events. You get like loot. That's it. At least the dawning was fun because SRL was back and it wasn't competitive. It was just casual fun.
Here's how you fix
It
like,
wasn't
this-
competitive
this
for
Right.
you.
I mean,
Festival of the
like,
Lost.
and like I'm not like going out to say that like Destiny 2's dawning event isn't bad. I really like what they did.
Yeah,
with the whole Ava
the
Levante.
baking.
You got to make cookies and
Oh,
all
that-
that.
yeah, yeah,
like
it was
that,
fun.
like that stuff is definitely as fun. But at the same time, I feel like there has to be a little bit more.
That was like the
than just,
peak.
Okay, cool. You get like a randomly rolled weapon. I'm like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
I don't
I feel
need-
like the
I-
community's just gotten a lot more jaded over time.
yeah.
Right.
I think they're getting like they're actually seeing like, okay, well, we did this last year, but it's just like a
We
little
expect
different
a
armor
lot,
set.
and it's like, yeah, Bungie's
Yeah.
like, we're not trying to give you a whole new like
Mm.
explorable look. Like the EAZ being a thing is crazy.
It was sick,
Like it's
yeah.
a whole new area,
The
but
first time we saw it, it was nice because it was something new.
yeah, but I mean, even last year it was great, and then
It got
people
boring.
were it, and then they started complaining about having to do chores, and it's just
I mean,
I
like
don't know. I feel like
sometimes
they have so much potential, and then they just like something goes a little bit wrong, and then it just screws up the whole thing for everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like the events they should focus less on the grinding aspect and more on just having
Absolutely.
fun, messing around.
Like, just
imagine,
let people
uh,
have fun.
Like
I mean,
Crimson
like,
Doubles is
I
great
don't-
because it's just it's something to do. It's just you can play with your friend,
Yeah.
and it's
You
not.
can play with your. I mean, like, and honestly, it
Yeah.
sort of brings out like a competitive side. Like, let's see. Like, I mean,
Competitive dating.
definitely.
LFG dating,
Competitive
dude.
dating for sure. I mean, I don't know. Like, honestly, I mean, who doesn't have one friend to play with aside from Jay? I mean, but like, come on.
Jay doesn't
like-
have friends. We
Like,
don't.
it's
he's
just
not
one
here.
friend. Like, oh, he's not here. Well,
He's muted his mic, yeah,
but like
that's
that, but like that's the thing. Like, you had one friend to play with, and like I think it was this year. I ran into like the same people for like every 5 matches, and I messaged them. I'm like, hey, you want to do like a freaking best out of 10? And then we just kept doing that. And unfortunately, we lost. But at the same
Oh,
time,
no.
it was just another fun part of that. It was just another fun part of the event.
Yeah.
You get like,
Mm.
I guess it's not like, it just feels more competitive. It actually felt great, and honestly, I really like the Vow as a bow because honestly, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that bow.
The bow was
Very
pretty
nice
cool.
bow.
It had like an effect
The
on it where like the
rewards are
trail.
cool. I think I really the chocolate shell is really
Oh
nice
my
too.
God,
Like,
yes.
a lot of the stuff,
I
a
had
lot of the
easy
stuff
one,
they
not-
offered from like Crimson Doubles is just really good.
for such a small event as well, like a 2-week one, I think, event.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
like-
think it was
I think-
2
yeah,
weeks
2
because it
weeks,
wasn't a
2
major
weeks.
one like Solstice of Heroes. It was the
Yeah,
pretty.
mine-
Yeah, they
even
just
one
kind of
week.
announced it, and everyone just rolled with it.
Mm. But like compare that to like Solstice of Heroes, like when you log in to play Crimson Doubles, you're like, okay, this is gonna be fun. But when you log into Solstice of Heroes and then you find out you have to do like 2,000 orbs, just to
Collect
Yeah.
2,000
I'm like,
orbs.
okay.
yeah, that like
Like, it
doesn't that
just
like put
takes
you off just a
Play 10
little bit?
Gambit matches.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it ruins my incentive to play the game. Like, and it's not even about like complaining about grinding at this point. It's just that if this thing happens like continuously, I think even for I don't know. I don't think crap. What was it? What was the Halloween event called again?
Festival of the Lost. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Festival of the Lost. I don't even think Festival of the Lost was as grindy as this.
Yeah,
And
that
it's,
one
like,
was.
it's not
It was
even
good.
No, it wasn't.
like a
That one was
one-time
relatively
thing. This
simple.
happened last year too. Like last year's Solstice of Hero was probably more grindy than it is this year.
God.
Sometimes I understand it when people say that they don't want to grind. I understand like what they're saying and where they're coming from.
The event should
then
be
other
like,
times
a chance
it's like,
to get
no.
a break from grinding and instead just enjoy things.
Yeah.
And like I know they put the events in the game for a reason, but like they stack like a lot of like work onto it to like actually get the rewards from it.
And you can't
And
enjoy the
sometimes
event
it's
when you're doing
okay.
it. When you're just
Yeah,
focused
right.
on
Like,
getting the
I haven't
things
had
done.
the chance to actually
You're just worried
enjoy
about,
the
like, missing
EAZ
out.
yet. Right now, every time I've hopped into the EAZ, it's only for the mission.
Yeah.
After that, I just
Right.
ignore it because nothing else.
And like,
Right, it just becomes another chore, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to go in the EAZ and,
Yeah.
kill Cabal or get Void Grenade kills or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
why I also hate the specific things, like whether
Yeah.
okay, you have to kill this specific enemy on this specific planet.
Yeah, I think that's the
especially
deal
the strike
with bounties
ones.
too. Just in general, bounties, like a lot of people are
Yeah.
just like, if it was just like pick up Crucible bounties, it's just like, get kills in Crucible. But no,
Yeah.
it's like get sidearm kill, get Void
I
Grenade
mean,
kills
but
or
at the
use your
same
super.
time, then like,
It's,
but,
people
like,
don't want to
if
be
they-
like told to play a certain way. People just want to play the game.
That's the deal with champions.
right? But at the same
Exactly.
time, then like, but then for that you could also argue then like why pick up that specific bounty in the first place if you don't want to do it? Like,
Why do people
I-
pick up bounties in the first place? Just to get
Mostly
these
Yeah,
things or
for the
whatever.
XP and also the
I mean-
Valor boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Just being told if you want to make progress, do what I say, play the way I want you to play.
Yeah.
It just feels kind of
that's kind
restrictive.
of boring, but honestly, you could probably get it done in like 1 to 2 matches. But then you have to spend those 1 to 2 matches
Yeah, but then
playing
you're not
in,
just
like, a
you're not just
completely
playing
different
Crucible
play
for fun,
style.
right? It's not like
Right, you're-
I just
you're
want to go
doing
play
it-
Crucible. Oh, I should pick up bounties while I'm at it. Oh well, now that I have this bounty, I guess I have to use and this and this, and then it's like you get all your
That's
bounties done. It's
literally
just,
what
I
I
don't
mean,
wanna play
but like
Crucible
every
anymore.
now and then there are some bounties like that is just like, oh, just kill guardians with like headshots and whatnot.
Those I love.
And those are the easier ones to come by.
Yeah.
I like those ones a lot. 'Cause, like it's just like kill warlocks. Okay, I can just casually do that. If I want.
Just play the game not like you normally will, and you'll make progress.
I love
That's
the
what
way
I
they did
thought,
Festival of the Lost. When was it? When did they give the origin story? I think it was when Forsaken came out
I
with
think it
Festival of the
was-
Yeah,
Lost.
it was the thing.
I loved that event because at least when the event ended and you grinded it out, you came away with something that was useful. You got a max light weapon, and like I think I got like
Oh yeah, you
8,000
did.
kills with it.
You
Like
got-
it was good. It was a good gun too because it had Rampage on it. And at least then that was the only thing you
Honestly-
had to do. Like you just played through the event, you had fun. It wasn't like to get the origin story you have to get like 50 kills with the auto rifle. All it was literally just play through the Infinite Forest. And the higher, the deeper you got into the Infinite Forest, the more rewards you got.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the takeaway of this all is reject modernity, embrace tradition.
Embrace tradition.
Embrace-
Or I guess before Forsaken, we had the horror story.
The horror
Oh,
story,
that's
that's what it was,
right.
yeah.
Oh my
last
God,
year-
no,
last
horror
year we had the
story.
werewolf. We
No,
had the
Great Tech
werewolf, and we
Werewolf.
also
I
got
think-
Thunder. Do you think like we'll get a new exotic this year, or just like
I hope they at
I
least.
don't
do
know.
that.
I would definitely keep my hopes up for a new exotic. I think.
I really don't
What
want
do
a
you think it would be,
remaster.
Like if there was a new or I guess remastered D1
I
exotic,
don't,
like
I
what
don't
would you?
even mind if
what
they
would you
bring
want?
back that one.
Honestly,
I mean,
As much as I doubt they'll do it, I really, just to like piss people off, I really hope they bring back Icebreaker.
I love that. That should be for the Dawning, I'd say. Like they did.
they
for,
should
like remastered one in year 3.
And
Right.
Oh yeah,
I
we
mean,
did the
honestly,
bounties,
man,
the
just
Nightfall bounties, whatever it
throw
was.
Revoker out the window, I guess. Like, no, like people manage to like one tap it with Sturm and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bungie just let that slide because
And
it
it's
was an
still
exotic,
going
and they're
on.
like, oh, it's an exotic, it's fine, you know, it doesn't matter as much. But
Yeah.
I think like, I guess that also kind of brings up like the issue of sunsetting. I get that. The main reason they brought it on was because of like the Recluse Mountaintop meta. But like, do they have to do like almost every weapon? Like, I know that there are new weapons coming in Beyond Light, but like I saw a list of like post sunset items, and like the list was tiny. Like there was almost like nothing on there.
I think
From
if
just
you
like weapons in general.
if you're gonna
All I'm
sunset
saying is
weapons,
Year 4 better be stacked.
it better be. I think if you're gonna sunset weapons, you might as well remove them because like, I mean, come on. What is the thought process behind limiting a weapon in
It's
game
just
activities? Like
it's just
eventually, it's
avoiding
gonna be
the, like-
useless.
Yeah, it's just avoiding the work of having to balance things. And I've said this before. I think I hate that the entire reason sunsetting is happening is because they can't figure out a way to deal with the mountaintop recluse. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
even gonna
it.
fix it. 'cause
Honestly, they could.
light level
It's
They
not a
should just-
fix. It's just
It's
like a
not-
band-aid solution that like fucks
It's
over
not
everyone
fun.
else.
Like, and like at the same time, like they added these weapons. I don't think you could fix them. Like they've been dominating this meta for like the longest time. I don't think Bungie could just come up with a simple solution that's just like, oh, let's just make this weapon obsolete. I mean, they definitely could, but at the same time, you're digging over like all the weapons, like, and armor, not just weapons. Weapons
Oh yeah,
and
the
armor
armor.
in like the entire game, just for like 3 things. Like
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
have you don't have to dig over armor either.
Yeah,
Like
armor's stupid.
you like they even made it so that like I think I first found out about this like after Season of Dawn, where I realized that I had to get a new set of armor so I could use the Dawn mods.
Ah,
And I was like,
yes.
okay, I guess that's not that great. But then all of a sudden you're sunsetting the armor along with weapons for like no considerable reason. So I'm just mighty confused about what the thought process that went into that. Like armor doesn't do anything. It really doesn't. Sure, you could stack it up to have like your perfect build, but at the end of the
That's
day,
what they
it offers like
wanted.
tiny buffs, small little buffs. That's it.
We're getting so off topic.
I think
I feel like these could be their own episodes, like on the sunsetting or.
I think we should go more in depth in the next episode. But
Yeah.
just on a little topic about sunsetting. At the very least, I think they should have it like they do Prestige. You know how they lock certain weapons and certain like.
Yeah.
Because then it at least gives more incentive to like, okay, your weapons aren't gone, but we want you to try a new loadout. You might like it, because, I mean, you go into Garden of Salvation and you see the exact same loadout for every single Guardian. There is no uniqueness. Like you see Mountaintop, you see Xenophage, you see Recluse. It's like there's no other good gun. I think that's the problem.
Well, I feel like this is, in a weird way, I feel like this is the opposite argument for bounties, like making you use different things, because, like, yeah, it's nice to just be able to play the way you want, but at the same time, well, if you get the loadout, the meta loadout that everyone uses, there's no reason to do anything different.
Exactly.
You have no reason to go use a sidearm and a strike. Go,
What they should
use
do,
a bow.
They should just make it so more weapons can compete, because that's, I remember when in year 1 of Destiny when Mida was
that's easy to say.
but remember when Mida was dominating, and they didn't nerf it once, I don't think. They just said use the weapons that can counter it.
Yeah, and you don't see Mida and Crispal anymore, do you? Like it's just the meta.
It's just gotten too fast.
Honestly,
Not too fast.
what is the meta nowadays? I
fast
haven't
for
played
Mida.
Crispal in ages.
I think it's still auto rifle.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
why is it auto rifles? Like I see so many
know,
Cirrus
Because auto
regimes.
rifles have recluse time to kill with like no effort.
Oh my god, dude! You
Yeah,
go
I
into
think,
momentum control with Cirrus regime, you can like basically 2-tap someone in the head. It's great.
I don't
That's
like
true.
the whole
I think-
auto rifle meta, because I want to use hand cannons again.
Yeah,
I think cannons are
and
still
it's
like pretty viable, but
And I think I kind of did like what Bungie did with the whole bringing like drifters' weapons into the actual what's it called, pool,
The pool,
along with
yeah.
the umbral engrams. Because honestly, I've never seen like a single person using Gnawing Hunger before it started coming into
That
like
is
this
true.
season. Like
Yeah.
It's
I,
true.
I haven't seen a single person use it,
Well,
and
wasn't
I
it?
didn't even know it was good until
Was it
people
fixed rules
started using it.
before? Or
No,
no? It came out in
you could
first
get
season, right?
No,
you could get direct and
It came
stuff.
out in Season of the Drifter, so I think it was random
Or,
rolls,
yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, because
So it was
Gnawing
random
Hunger
rolls.
was the Season of the Drifter weapon from...
Did it have good rolls before? Because I don't know
Yes.
what.
it had some pretty solid rolls.
Yeah, you can get Rampage on it, I think. Rampage
Yeah.
and... maybe Rangefinder.
So it really is just like people are using it because it's accessible now.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
you know, that leads into why I hate the meta, because, like my man Wave here said, you know, he wants to use hand cannons. I don't want to go to Crucible and say, okay, I gotta put on Mountaintop, I gotta put on Recluse. Like, I want to try out different weapons that are fun. I don't want to try different like weapons that are good. You know,
I
like.
can't even do that on PC because
Right.
on PC it's so much more sweaty.
I think
I mean,
there
like
should be
you
different.
could bring up
Yeah, you speak.
you could bring up like the fact that like PC has like zero like recoil when you use guns like Recluse or Gnawing Hunger, when you use guns like those. So like I guess it's more accessible and easier for PC players to use as opposed to console, regardless of like recoil or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think something they should do, it's a bit of a weird suggestion, but when they update and like nerf weapons, I think they should do it like based on platform. So PC gets their own nerfs, console gets their own. It'd be hard, but at least then console players aren't getting dicked over for something that isn't even like accessible on their own console. And like,
Yeah, I guess it's hard to tell because, you know, coming from a console player, I feel like Bungie definitely caters towards console when in doubt.
More.
Yeah.
Because
And
console is
it
the
ends up
original.
taking over PC more than console, so.
It's why I don't like PC PvP or like just playing on PC as much.
it's such a
Cheaters.
weird environment. Like you play one match of like Crucible on console.
How are
it's-
cheaters now, by the way?
I haven't seen any.
Have you been in trials recently?
Only on Xbox, not on PC.
Oh, well, that would be why. I haven't really heard much news other than the no anti-cheat.
Do you think they're gonna bring crossplay into Destiny?
Well, they said probably like next year.
I think that's gonna ruin it.
2022.
Do you? I don't think they're doing like probably just like, you know, Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
not
yeah.
PC.
Because if it was Xbox and PC, they gotta improve their anti-cheat. Like that's the biggest reason why Crucible PvP
Right.
on
Or
PC is terrible.
As
Maybe
much
it
as
will
as much
not
as
make
everyone shits on
PvP.
it, I feel like they could do what Fortnite does, where you can, like or I guess other games do it too. You can like select what you want to play with, so you can just stay on console.
Yes. Yeah.
Or you
That-
can
that
move on.
would
Like
be a
if you
good
want to
idea.
play with your PC friend, you can.
Okay, Fortnite
Merge
has some
them.
good mechanics.
I think Fortnite gets shit on for the wrong reason. Well, like they get shit on
They
because
get shit on for the community.
To steer it back to the topic, I guess what are some ways you guys would improve Solstice of Heroes, and not only that, but just like other events
Remove it
that
from the game.
I guess we'll go one at
like
a time.
legitimate
I
improvement.
have a suggestion for not Solstice, but
Just events in
Festival
general.
of the Lost.
Oh yeah.
So, well, this is an example. Like back to the whole fun thing.
Yeah.
I feel like remember the whole thing where you had to do like sort of give candy to one person,
Yes.
and they tell you to go somewhere else
Right.
and stuff like that.
All of
What
that.
if they made just like the whole trick or treating thing, like just a fun thing that you can do where you can like even give other players tricks or treats and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be a hard mechanic per se, because they could just, you know, implement built-in features and stuff.
Crucible boons.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Or at the very least, encourage players to like play with randoms, I guess.
Yeah, just things that doesn't. Because what bothers me the most about Solstice is it's telling me to basically do the grinds that you do on a weekly basis already, but even more.
Even more,
Mm.
yeah.
You've got to do twice the amount of strikes, twice the amount of gambit, twice the, or even triple the amount of gambit.
God.
Hence, Gambit.
Gambit.
I think the obvious solution to improve events all across the board is remove everything Gambit related. I think that would
Just
I
remove
know-
Gambit
I
from the
know-
game.
I know it sounds really stupid, but honestly, I think most players' like main concern is actually playing Gambit. I don't think I've ever been in a Gambit match where I haven't gotten like absolutely like rage.
I feel like Bungie should know by now that we don't like Gambit in its like current state.
Especially during the Queenbreaker's bow meta. Oh my god, that was the
Oh
worst
my God,
part
the
of
linear
Gambit.
fusion rifle
Not
was
even
so
Sleeper
perfect.
Stimulant.
Sleeper. Yeah, Sleeper was bad.
Sleeper, like the whole linear fusion rifle meta was so stupid, but at the, like now it's pretty much the same thing. People just take snipers or mountaintop.
Or even
Same
1000
that.
voices, like, yeah.
I think, but 1K voices is pretty reliable. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the whole issue with that can be discussed another time. But,
Definitely.
back to the whole thing, just like
Yeah.
I
Back
think
to
removing Gambit-related activities from just events in general would be a pretty solid decision.
Because
I
Gambit
just-
takes
I
like
don't
20
like-
minutes for a full match.
I mean, yeah, it takes 20 minutes. I think that's around the same amount of time as a normal Crucible match.
But it's not
But, like,
engaging, because it's like you kill
It's-
ads, you get invaded, you lose fucking
You
15
kill
mates.
ads,
Yeah.
you get like
It's
dunked on by
boring,
shriekers, and then it's like,
honestly.
oh, some guy with the truth killed me, like with WAV.
Yeah,
I
it's
Cool,
understand
guess
it's like a.
Guess we lose the game now.
I understand it's like a PvEVP, but I don't see much of the PvP part of it,
Yeah.
and I think that stems a lot of people's issues. But I think
It's just heavy, is annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
I think that like removing Gambit related stuff and making, I guess, more engaging content, like just for events in general, just more engaging stuff would be nice,
Like,
rather than just whatever.
make
Sure.
it so you want to do the activity, not that you have to do it. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I don't think Bungie's done it, but maybe optional activities would be good. Like, instead of doing like, okay, you have to get 5 kills, blah blah blah, there's like a secondary one that you could do instead of that. Because at least then that opens up for like uniqueness of
Yeah.
like the chore, I guess. you
Like,
call it.
do one or the other to complete the objective.
Yeah, not both. Just
I
do
think
like
they did
yeah.
that. I think they did that with the Thorn Quest actually. Like you could go grind something or get Guardian kill.
Yeah.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good stuff.
that did happen.
Yeah, they didn't ever do that again, but that was a good idea.
Yeah.
They should do
Like
more.
like having 2 ways to secure the same thing.
That
I
they
think
need,
that's a good idea.
they
I
need,
think
like,
that's-
the PvP or PvE.
I
sort of
feel
options.
like that would just run into the same problem though, of just either way, it's still just chores. Just choose what chore you want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I think my idea. Or are you done?
Oh yeah. I'm done.
Yeah, I think.
I think that pretty much wraps this up.
Yeah, well,
Jay is still
I
gone.
would prefer that they would focus on just one thing. Like they have the EAZ. Focus on the EAZ. Give their a reason to play the EAZ
And
instead of
like
do every activity in the game 10 times and
And,
collect 1,000 orbs. Like just play
just
EAZ,
give
kill
the
like 15
EAZ
bosses
more
one run.
attention, you know?
Like,
yeah.
dude,
Like,
have
you
secrets
add
in the
this thing for the
EAZ.
entire event. Yeah, secrets that unlock something or the other in the EAZ.
I think Outbreak Perfected's quest was amazing because you went into an adventure, you got like what you needed to get, and then you went around like the solar system getting stuff. And the
Like,
final
there were
mission was
secrets to
good.
get.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like
there is
that's
a
kinda
puzzle
unfair to
to get
compare
too.
it, but-
Like you could do puzzles and stuff, but at the same time, I think it just bringing up the point. Like maybe add something like that, like different incentives to go into the EAZ every single time to do like something like that.
Like
you
at the
know?
very least, like an emblem,
Yeah,
just to show like, hey, I did this.
I found secrets.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like a triumphant exotic quest, but like just something to make the EAZ seem worthwhile to search in. Would be good.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's just that people don't want to do things if they don't feel like their time is being rewarded.
Yeah.
But at the same
Right.
time, they they want something to do.
I mean, I
Which
don't know,
it's just
man.
kind
They
of like
spent
you
they
can't
spent
satisfy
weeks on
everyone.
that Bastion puzzle, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, and then it ended up being Bastion. People were fucking sick of it because demonetized. Oops. They were sick of it because
I'll probably blurt that out. I don't know.
I think I said
people
that
are
earlier
wise
before.
now.
Honestly, I
But
feel like
if it was something
like
new,
we
but
should just-
we'd already seen Bastion, so we knew it was coming, and I was just like, oh,
right.
it's just kind of.
Honestly,
Hey.
I mean, we haven't done an outro yet, so.
Do we want to plug our little social media outlets?
Yes,
Maybe.
for
Yeah,
the one person listening to.
The one person that listens to it.
Okay, so remember to follow Destiny.Wav on Instagram, and that's the only important person. Thank
Not
you
even
for,
not even at no
tuning
soap
in.
to quick soap on Instagram.
Not even no.
Not even at E_more_pant.
No, okay, none of those guys are actually important.
We don't count.
Follow
What about
follow
I'm in
Destiny.Wav.
Follow Destiny.Wav in his effort of global domination.
And
One
thank
day.
you for tuning into the Obamacare podcast.
No, it's not. It's the Ghost Stories podcast.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong name.
Welcome.
Thank you for tuning
Welcome to
into
Lunch
Ghost
Club.
Stories, and stay safe.
Stay safe. Wear a
Alright.
mask, probably.
Have a good morning or afternoon or night.